Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week or weekend, I guess I should say. But I want to touch on some things about cash accounts versus margin accounts. So many people come to me about how can they day trade a $500, 1,000, 5,000, $10,000 account without the getting restricted by the PDT rule and so on. Now, what the PDT rule is here in the U.S., I know some of the other countries like Canada and some of the outside other countries don't have to deal with this issue, but what it is it's a pattern day trade rule that literally stops people from being able to have the unlimited access to buy a trade and sell a trade the same day more than 3 times in a 5-day period. So it makes it frustrating for people and thinks their limitations can be, just stopped from trading. But there's loopholes around it that brokers won't tell you. And I want to go ahead and touch on that and how to actually bypass the whole PDT rule altogether with some great discipline, and it helps people to be able to capitalize on all kinds of trades throughout the day. But as a whole, trading does take patience, does take discipline, does take your own due diligence. So by all means, this doesn't mean that you can just go, shoot for the stars and day trade is all day long or something. But with this being said, I want you guys to be able to use it for your advantage, especially with small accounts that struggle to grow. And I want this to help, others out there to be able to take advantage of it. But me, as an everyday options trader, this is great for growing small accounts. And I just proved it this week in our challenge in our chat room this week, where people were growing their $500 accounts to as much as over $8,000 in 1 week. But it's a great thing, and I want to show you guys. So I'll go ahead and get started. But the main thing I want to focus on here is understanding the cash account versus the margin account. Okay, cash account is literally the way that helps stop this process, but it does take discipline in order to budget or account out to in order to do this. Now, cash account, there is no PDT rule. Okay, whenever you set up account with your broker, a margin account is what they're going to want you to set up to, because that's what they're going to make money off of. Okay, they're not going to make money off of you setting up a cash account unless your commissions. But margin account, they want you to take the risk. They want you to use their credit, as you will, to place a trade. Okay, and what a margin account does is literally is you set up the margin account, and it's literally allowing you to 4x your trading account. Okay, let's say I've got $1,000 in my margin account. They're going to be like, hey, we trust you so much, we're going to let you do $4,000 in your trading account, even though you have $1,000 of your own money. Here, you can expand your horizons and test our credit and use $4,000. And all it takes is you putting $4,000 in a trade, and the trade goes 25% bad. Okay, let's say you get in a trade and you all of a sudden you go down 25% and you cash out. Your account is now zero. Okay, because first they're going to pull out that $1,000 that you put in the account for themselves to help their own back, and then they're going to take their $3,000 away, and you've got an account of zero. Okay, so that's how they make money, or it's literally manipulating people or new people that don't know what they're doing into taking their money, in a sense of using that credit. Now, as a smart traders, I use a margin account every day, okay, as my main day trading account, because it settles my funds instantly, okay. But I never use the banks or the broker's money, okay. So whatever amount I have in my account, that's all I'm going to trade with, okay. I'm not going to go out on a limb and view like, okay, well, if I've got $100,000 in my account and you're allowing me to have 400,000, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to trade within my own amount of money that I have in the account. So yes, you can go on a limb and borrow money from your broker in order to trade larger, I guess, when you use the margin. But like I said, you stand the chance of losing your entire money, because any money lost on a trade in that scenario with borrowing margin is gonna, take your money first before they get their money back. Okay. And if you went negative like a ton, and it was more than the amount that you had in the fund, then you're going to get a margin call. Okay. And that's where they literally come after you as a collector of a debt. Okay. So don't go that route, guys. Don't even venture into it, or even, tickle it with your fancy, or so to speak. Don't even touch it. Okay. So stay away from uh, accessing margin on a margin account. Okay. But like I said, I use a margin account because I'm over 25K. So I don't have the PDT rule because it settles my funds instantly. Okay. And a cash account does not settle funds instantly. But what I want to talk about today is literally the cash account for small accounts. Okay. For small accounts, no margin, only cash account is literally the best way to go. Okay. And it literally allows you to day trade without that PDT rule that a margin account requires. Okay. Which is literally trading only 3 days in a 5-day period. Okay. Let's just say on Monday morning, I placed 3 day trades. That's literally round trip trades. That's buying and selling the same, or buying and selling one trade of a stock in 1 day 3 times. Okay. I cannot day trade anymore until the following Monday. Okay. So it sucks for everybody trying to grow their account. Like, man, I saw 3 great trades on Monday and I took the trades and I made money, but now I'm done for the week. I can't trade Tuesday. I can't trade Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I can't trade till Monday for more day trades. The loophole around that aspect of it is you can swing trade, okay, which is buying a trade on Monday and then selling it on Tuesday. Okay, if you ran out of day trades, you can swing trade, which is holding a trade overnight and then selling it the next day. Very risky move if you guys don't know how to analyze a trade to the betterment of your account. Okay, if you got on the wrong trade, obviously it would hurt you because you couldn't sell it that day and then sell it the next day. So do not swing trade, guys, unless you know what you're doing. I never tell my students to say, hey, buy trades now, even though you can't sell it today. You can sell it tomorrow, okay? Because the safety net of being able to stop your losses, or, have good risk management on a trade is going to devastate not being able to sell it that day. So never buy a trade that you cannot sell the same day, okay? Just do not recommend it. Swing trades, whenever we do swing trades, we'll do it literally within the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes of the trading day. To capitalize on no risk assessment of, the trade going against us in that last little bit. If we're confident, we know the chart setup, we know what's happening the following day, then we'll do some swing trade. But like I said, it takes careful analysis to do swing trading. It's not for everybody. But let's focus on the cash account, okay? The qualities of a cash account, okay? Cash account, there is no PDT rule or no minimum amount of 25K balance requirements to day trade, okay? There is no PDT rule on a cash account. Let's just say you've got $1,000 in your account. You can day trade that $1,000. Okay. It literally allows you to buy and sell trades as much as you want up until that $1,000. Okay. Which is settled funds. Just a way to break that up is let's just say you want to day trade 4 times on Monday. You have to allocate $250 per trade to be able to use the full $1,000. Okay, so I can't just put $1,000 in my trade on Monday and then expect to buy another $1,000 trade after that. Okay, so it does take some discipline and budgeting. So let's just say I'd use $250 4 times in that $1,000 on Monday. I've got 4 day trades that I flipped with $250. Okay. With options, the great thing about options is those funds settle literally overnight. Okay. With other stocks, like any security stock in general, they settle every 2 days. Okay. Which would settle on Wednesday. Whatever funds you used on Monday would settle on Wednesday. So it does take budgeting. It's not, like I said, it's just your funds don't settle instantly like a margin account, but you do get day trades to day trade every day, as long as you use discipline and budget that cash account. Now, the pros, you can day trade every day with settled funds, and you can swing trade with unsettled funds. Okay, let's just say you used your whole $1,000 for the day and did 4 day trades, and with $250, those funds will settle next day. You'll be ready to use the whole $1,000 again on Tuesday with options. Okay, it literally allows you to use your capitalize on your cash account every single day because it settles overnight. That's the great thing about I love about options that do that. Regular stocks, that $1,000 would not settle until for Wednesday. Okay, so you wouldn't be able to trade Tuesday, but you'd be able to trade Wednesday. But let's just say I used $500 of that $1,000 for Monday and did two day trades of 250 bucks on Monday. So I did 2 day trades on Monday, and I still got 500 bucks settled in cash that I can use for Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday rolls around, and I've got 500 bucks for 2 more $250 trades because it's settled that I didn't use on Monday. I disciplined myself, I budgeted my account in order to do so. Wednesday rolls around, then you've got that $500 again that you used on Monday for Wednesday as a way of, reusing another $250 plus whatever profits that you made on those 2 trades. So I'll go ahead and break it down for you a little bit. That you can use day trade settle funds and not day trade unsettled funds, or your broker may obligate to suspend your account. Obviously, if you're trying to use the whole $1,000 twice in one day, let's just say you've got $1,000 account you use twice, they're going to suspend your account, which will limit you to only day trade settled funds. Okay. It won't like shut down the account or anything. It will just lock you from being able to have the purchasing power until that funds are settled. When the funds are settled, it'll allow you to purchase again, and then if you try to do it again, it won't allow you to do it again. It literally will lock you down from being able to use it more than once. Okay, so it doesn't just shut down the account. Okay, PDT rule. Obviously, if you go past your 3 days, you are suspended for 90 days before you can day trade. Period. So it puts a lot of people in a massive bind on that aspect of things. But with a cash account, you still can day trade on a suspended account, but it doesn't. Like I said, all it does is just shut you down from being able to use it or break the limits of the grace period, as you will, of trying to day trade unsettled funds. But so it's a very soft suspension, if you will, that does not eliminate you from being able to day trade. At least with E-Trade, okay, guys. I use an E-Trade as my brokerage account to do so. So for brokers to be able to buy and sell shares for you, you must set up an account with the brokerage firm. Then they can take it from you and add it to as they buy and sell for you. Cash account means that your money is sitting in the account for the broker to use. Margin account means that the money you're using to buy shares is borrowed from the brokerage firm. This is a very risky because if your investment don't earn enough return to cover your interest charges, you will go broke. It's kind of like I was talking about in the beginning, where don't use the margin credit, as you will, as a way of, trying to expand your horizons and you just want to go larger than your amount in there. Okay. So here's just an example with a $5,000 account with day trading with a cash account. Okay. Let's just say, example, you've got $5,000 and these funds are settled for Monday morning. Okay. You want to do 2 day trades per day with 5 trading days in a week. Okay. Let's just say I'm going to use $1,250 per trade on 2 separate trades on Monday, and we make a $500 profit. Okay. We did 2 trades of $1,250, which is, $2,500. And we're going to use that money for 2 trades. And we made a $500 profit. We turned $2,500 into $3,000. Now our account is at $5,500. Okay, so sweet deal. We made extra $500 with let's just say we made $250 on our $1,250 trades. That's roughly what, going in a trade and making 10%. So good money, So in that sense, or actually 12 or 20%, not 10%. So Tuesday, you use another 2 day trades at $1,250 per trade and make another $500 profit. Now your account is at $6,000. Okay, this is literally the following day using the other $2,500 of that $5,000 that you initially had. Now you've got $6,000. It takes 2 days for funds to settle. So it's Wednesday now, and your Monday $2,500 with your $500 profit is now available. You set to trade with $1,500 per trade on Wednesday for 2 day trades. Now you've added that extra money. Monday's money is now Wednesday's money, and you can day trade again, except you can increase it to $1,500 per trade since you made profit on the 2 trades on Monday. And using this cash account method, you can day trade every trading day this way if you budget. And like I said, this is with normal stocks. Now, if you guys want to get into options, like I said, it's a risky thing to do. And I love options because it does have high risk but high reward. Takes a very good, thorough understanding to trade options. But if you do this with options, I can use the entire $5,000 on Monday for options trading. And it's literally, I have the entire $5,000 available on Tuesday. Okay, so it's a great thing to do, to be able to day trade every single day. So if I turn my $5,000 into $6,000 on Monday, I've got $6,000 to trade on Tuesday, and it just keeps growing exponentially time and time again. Obviously, I want to break up my $5,000 into several mini options trades. So, if I did that, I would say, well, let me do 5 day trades on options on Monday and do 5 trades and make a, $200 or 100, $200 each on those 5 trades with $1,000. Like I said, that's only 20%. Okay. All I need to do is get into one options trade that makes 20%. I can't tell you how many times I get into options trades all the time that I make 20, 50, and 60 and 100% very quickly. Okay. But like I said, it does take a lot of knowledge and understanding of the markets to be able to do that. Okay. So don't just rush into this thinking you know what you're doing. But in that sense, I want this to be able to relate to new traders that they can trade on a cash account. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to do, to be able to not have that PDT rule of 3-day trades in a 5-year period. Okay. You guys are not stuck. It's not a limitation to you having the freedom to day trade. But having a cash account does teach you discipline, does teach you patience. You want to be sure that you're targeting those specific trades. You don't want to just jump into something and all of a sudden, it is what it is. Cut your losses quick, guys. Have a very thorough risk management. Have a goal in mind for each trade. Understand the trade and the why before you just jump into a trade. Okay, guys? So use this to your advantage. I want to go ahead and cover a little bit as far as what our chat room has been doing on a $500 challenge account for options specifically. Okay. Some of us started with $500 in our accounts right here. 473 for him. He's got 504, $500. So on to teach you what these guys are turning their accounts into. Okay. He's got another 500, another 500. So these guys, it's great to show them that, hey, we're all starting these accounts. I'm going to work with them. They're day trading with me in the live chat room. It's me live streaming every single day, and we're picking trades and doing trades like this. And we're growing these little $500 accounts into, multiple $1,000 accounts. So it's pretty impressive. But anyway, I finished the first day there on it. I made $100 on one trade that I did. I put the whole account in. I think it only went up 10% or something. So nothing fancy. But as we continued here, he made $41. He was starting with a small account. Flat belt right here turned $500 into $696 on an overnight trade. $300 cash account. The next day, made $608 on my $500 challenge account. The tractor boy made $159. Technical right here, he turned his $500 into $1,380 overnight. And so on. Shannon here, she did $63. 2,400. John here, he made $521 with his $500 account. Or actually, he had the $433 account, I think is what was up here. Yeah, the $433 account. He turned it into $521 the next day. So phenomenal how these guys are doing it. Bots right here, he turned $500 into $2,100. Okay. He's like, thanks, Mike and team on live chat. $500 account. He bought SPY puts yesterday at $1.14, sold at $2.28, all in. Got 4 contracts today. He got into Piton, 8 contracts at 62 cents, sold those same contracts at $1.25. Okay, these are alerts I'm alerting out in live chat. Okay, so I want these guys to be able to capitalize on it. He bought Boeing as well at $287 for 3 contracts and sold them at $7. Okay, so $500 turned into $2,100. Not sure what happens tomorrow. However, Mike, you have a third eye. Awesome. The entire team on live chat is awesome. Disclaimer, I just started trading options. If we seriously follow gurus and learn over time, it's a success recipe. Bottom line, starting $500 back into the account, investment safe, not going to stupid with $1,500. Let's see where it takes me, Mike. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so these guys are excited that they can turn their $500 into thousands. Okay, so it's pretty impressive. Here's another guy going to join the challenge with his 500 bucks. Tractor Boy, he played Tesla here. He made another $126 to the account. Not a whole lot for him on his first day there. Day 3, John, he's got his $500 account. He added another 28 bucks. It was a slow day. Now Bots right here, he started with that balance of $2,100, went to $3,080. Okay. He shows the calls that we alerted in the live chat again, and he capitalized on them once again. The $500 challenge here on mine as well. I turned, what was it? 600 bucks. It was around 600 bucks into $1,100 on an overnight trade, putting the balance up to 1,700 bucks. Okay, on day 3. Very phenomenal. And Barn right here, he's turned that $500 account into $2,069. We go up here with looking at Barn. What was his account right up here? Yeah, right here. We start with that 500 bucks. Okay. And he's now got it over $2,000. So phenomenal, guys, to see them capitalize on the trade. And now he's took it up to 2,000. That was yesterday's, Friday's amount. He got it up to 863 bucks. So very, very impressive. Bots right here. Go ahead and shows the total portfolio value for the week. He's got that 500 bucks into $8,860 now. Okay. So phenomenal how these guys use their risk assessment to capitalize on some massive day trades. Okay. He's in Canada. So he does not have any PDT rule or anything. And he's using that cash account, and it settles instantly for him in Canada, which is a great advantage. Tractor Boy right here, he made some more, another 89 bucks on his cash account. Now he's at 870 bucks. A little bit slower gainer, but he's consistent. As you guys have seen, every single one of his trades, it keeps gaining over gain. Today's progress, right here, he turned his $500 into $1,348 bucks. Okay, on an overnight call that we alerted in chat. 186% on a trade for $875 profit. Okay, guys, so it's phenomenal. I want to show you this. And now here's John here. He's got his $500 account all the way up to $1,400 bucks with another overnight trade of $518 bucks of profit. So phenomenal job with everybody. It goes to show you guys how everybody is impressed with this. We want to use this as a way of inspiration that you guys can capitalize on this money. You can make, serious gains. I mean, you can, how can you turn a $500 account into a $1,400 account, or 15 or 17 or 2,000, like we just showed you, to make exactly what you guys would at a full-time job with just 500 bucks. Okay, what's next week going to show? Okay, next week is going to show double and triple this, because you're playing with a lot more money. It just keeps going as long as you guys understand the importance of discipline, the importance of patience, and a very hardcore risk management on every trade. Okay, you guys got to take trades carefully. You don't just randomly push into a trade not understanding the trade. Okay, so we call these trades live in chat so people can fully understand to take advantage of it. And I have my own rules that I follow and judge why it's a trade, why I'm getting out of it, why I'm going to get in it, and so on. So we'll see what Monday morning brings, but a lot of exciting times for the $500 challenge, and they just keep doing it. But yeah, here 24 John, he's one of my students. He says, yes, sir, all from options at Magic Mike Kriegs and just stopping by, which are two of my other past students that guys are killing it. I mean, $100,000 worth of gains going for them, or other trades called in the live chat. The post on them on Lead Chat here and there too. If you haven't taken the 3-month class yet, I highly recommend it. Mike goes over options, patterns, charts, etc. Best investment I've ever made. So thanks to 2400 John here. Very spot on with his trade. He's very excited how he's making money, but they're all starting with these cash accounts, guys. Okay. And I'm teaching them within my 3-month class to be able to capitalize on this period. Another thing that I want to introduce to you guys here soon, I'm going to be covering more videos of it, is Trend Spider. I will put a link in the description down below, but literally this is about understanding charts on a whole new level. Okay. This company is literally making algorithms that detect the trends and support and resistance zones on different charts in an algorithm that is phenomenal. Okay. Now they got a new candlestick pattern here. It's more or less of a raindrop, but it shows the first half of the day and then the last half of the day all in one candlestick, and the volume determines the thickness of the candle, okay, as far as what's coming in for that candle. But it's pretty impressive. I got a lot more playing to do, but I will have videos coming on the future for TrendSpider. Phenomenal group of guys that are you know, making something that is a very useful tool that I'm finding out for traders to be able to spot these trends. Okay, and these are literally automatic trends that they have their algorithms detect for support and resistance zones to easily spot. Okay, and we can pick any time frames on this, but let's just say I want to go to Tesla here, and it's going to load Tesla, and it's going to start drawing some trends depending on how I'm doing my charts. I mean, I could be doing a daily chart, a 3-month chart, and so on. And you guys can draw your own trends, but these lines will act as a support and resistance as the days and months or weeks roll by, to understand, okay, well, this is an area of how these trends are drawn. But the algorithms do help. There's a lot of advantages, tools. I'm not covering nearly anything to do with this yet. They've got actually scanners that detect certain pattern chart setups and so on. I do have a technical analysis class coming up in May, guys, that I'm going to be covering this very in-depth on May for students. It's a 1-month class of just nothing but chart patterns and chart patterns and chart patterns. But I'm going to use it as a way to help people to understand technical analysis, how patterns and chart setups can master everything you do with trading. And literally we cover all this different things, but we're going to cover all chart patterns, okay? Bull flags, bear flags, head and shoulders, the works, okay? Patterns detect the strategy. So we cover each strategy in detail of how to spot the patterns and to enter these patterns, how to exit, and so on, okay? These patterns are literally what I trade by as a rule to understand my ins and outs of being a successful trader, okay? I'm literally capitalizing on every trade aspect that I can out there by spotting these different trends, these different patterns and so on, to help me know when to enter, know when to exit, understand the support and resistance zone. So anyway, guys, this class is literally for the, you know, for your advantage. I'm going to use it as a very in-depth 1-month class. It's all about the technical analysis of trading, what I use, and you guys are going to be able to trade with me live to understand why I'm entering the play, why I'm exiting the play. But a solid technical analysis class that I want you guys to be able to understand and learn from. I do all my trades publicly as well, guys. I did break my $1 million the other day. It was a phenomenal thing, but that was just for this year to date. $1.16 million so far this year. With a 90% winning rate. Okay, I'm very particular when it gets into my trades, and this is literally on just option trades alone. Okay, this isn't on just playing big amounts and big board plays and so on, but it's literally analyzing my technical setups, my trades, and just being able to spot it and knowing when to get in, knowing when to get out. Okay, and the importance is knowing when to get out. So many people are eager to buy a trade because somebody is buying it without the knowledge of understanding of why it's a buy. Why in the world does somebody think it's a buy signal? So in that sense, everything is verified through E-Trade. They post up my my winnings or my trades on this platform with Profitly. So I use it as a way advantage to help understand, you know, for people to see what I'm doing as far as with my trades. They do post publicly on my Twitter as well. So anyway, guys, that's all I had for you today. But please go check out the Technical Masterclass. If you wanted to do the 3-month class, we literally got like 2 or 3 spaces available, I believe, 3 spots available, I think, for the 1K to 100K Magic Challenge 3-month course. Okay, it's literally, we're going to start this in May 10th, and it's going to be ending sometime in August. But it's literally breaks it down 1 month at a time. I'm going to be putting all the links to this stuff, TrendSpider, Profitly, Magic's classes, and all that in the link in the description down below. So please go check those out. Book it if it's something that works for you guys. But in this entire class sessions, it's my goal to get you guys as close to a full-time trader as quickly as possible. Okay, you guys will have access to our live stream chat every day. I'm open to questions 24/7. I'm literally on my phone. I'm on my computer. I'm always accessible for any questions as quickly as possible. Don't leave you guys hanging. My job as a student teacher here is literally being your mentor in every step of this process. Okay, guys, it's valuable money that you're spending for this class to incorporate it for the benefit of yourself. Okay, so any questions, guys, feel free to comment down in the descriptions below, or talk to me on Twitter. Send me a message. I'll put links to everything, even an invite to the chat if you guys are interested. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. But feel free to check out the website. Also, we did announce some magic gear. This is literally all to a fundraising for Coda Vets. You can check them out on Twitter as well. But we're literally have a t-shirt shop for all the magic merchandise that you guys can go check out. It literally goes all to the proceeds to their nonprofit Coda Vets as well. So go ahead and check that out as well if you guys are interested. But anyway, guys, have any questions, feel free to holler at me. If you, I hope everybody has a great weekend. We're going to have a phenomenal week this next week. We're going to kill those $500 counts. We're going to make them into whatever we can make them to, okay? But anyway, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.